Today I'm going to give you one simple tip to help several areas of your disc golf throw. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. You know what's got to happen first. Spin it. Hey DMD family, welcome back to the channel. Bunky here, and we're gonna get right into it. For fear of being accused of going on and on about myself and how great a coach I am and how entertaining I am, because we all know that's a huge problem with me. Let's just get right into it today, shall we? We've been talking a lot about a lot of different things. I've done the flamingo drill, we've done the genie drill. Last time I talked about using your head to delay the rotation of your shoulders. We're gonna keep on that theme today, about the head. And we're gonna talk about the head in our walk-up and how we can use our head to help varying aspects of our throw. Because I think controlling our head movement can help us with coil, it can help us with timing, and it can help us with accuracy. All three of those things with one simple thought: keep my head forward. Now, you all know that I've talked a lot about coil. And I've talked a lot about one of the biggest problems that I see is us turning backwards too soon, right? Looks a little something like this. Okay, what have I done? I've turned my hips backwards, and now I've turned my head backwards. But what I've also done is taken my head off of my target. What I've also done was set myself up to get into my backswing far too early. So I've opened my hips up, which limits my coil. I've taken my head off of my target, which hurts my accuracy. And I've also set myself up to get into my backswing far too soon. All of those can be addressed by keeping my head forward longer. I've discussed this several times with a couple of my athletes, and I'm gonna cut away to a clip that I did in a lesson with one of my athletes, Robert, who has given me permission to release this clip, talking about this very subject. Just a short little clip, and we'll be right back. Okay, so here's Albert Tom. Head forward, head forward, head forward, head forward, head forward, head forward. Starting to turn it back now. Just starting, but he's still looking forward-ish, right? So when you go, his foot is down and almost lifting up his front foot. So let's do that for you. Foot is down and almost lifting up your front foot. You are looking that way, right? So whereas he's looking this way, you're looking backwards already. So what I would try to do to help correct is to look forward longer. Now, I think that is a microcosm of the greater disc golf, amateur disc golf population at large, is the fact that we take our head off of our target far too soon. And I've spent some time looking at slow motion forms of the top players in the game, and they all keep their eyes on the target far longer than most any other amateur that I've seen. I mean, we all do it. We all take our eyes off the target far too soon. I've talked about this in videos before, but I've never really focused a video on it. How is it that we should control our head through our walk-up? Well, let's just get to that. What should the head look like, or what should the head be doing through the walk-up? As you saw with the short clip that I showed you, Albert Tom keeps his head forward until right here. This is when he starts his coil and his head movement backwards. And then his head never reaches past about right here, right? A lot of us back here, Albert Tom, AB, I think, Gannon Burr also, all head resting on the front shoulder. So, I mean, it stands to reason, if I were to turn my head away here, right? I'm no longer looking at my target. My walk-up can then be anywhere. Like, I'm taking a chance that my walk-up is now going to be not where it needs to be because my head is off my targets too soon. If I keep my head on my target this whole way,
I'm planted here. Now there's no way that I can walk off of my target because I'm done. All I'm doing now is striding, right? And my stride just needs to be forward, and I should be able to hit my target, right? So keeping my head forward helps me with my accuracy and my walk up. Also, keeping my head forward makes it so that I don't hit my backswing, full backswing, until my foot lands. So it helps with my timing. And I think the most important part is it helps us not to coil too soon. I've talked about this a lot. And this is a big one, I think, for keeping our head forward longer, is to delay our coil as long as possible. Now, I've talked before about making sure this foot is perpendicular to the target. I've talked about before making sure that your hips are perpendicular to your target. Those are treatments of a symptom rather than getting to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is us turning too quickly. So I think to delay our coil, we just use our head. Use your head. See what I did there? So I keep looking forward as long as possible. It keeps me on my line longer. It keeps me facing forward longer, so it helps my timing, and it delays my coil. How do we know when to turn our head back? Well, just like we know when to turn our head forward from my last video, if you've not watched that, we'll link it up here. It's the same way for turning our head backward. We let our body turn our head backward. And I think that's what the pros do too. So when I go for my walk up, I let my shoulder turn my head back. And my head is in line with my arm. That way I can see where my disc is in my full backswing. And from here, I let my other shoulder push my head forward. So we let our shoulder push our head back, and then we let our shoulder push our head forward. Using our head to control our accuracy, our timing, and allowing us to adapt as full a coil as we can possibly get. Because we know, I've talked about this in the past, I use shoulders to coil. So that's the first thing that's twisting backwards. So if I let my shoulders turn my head, I'm in a good timing mechanism from the rest of my throw. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope that tip helped you out. I hope you learned a little bit today. I hope it was short enough for you. I hope I didn't ramble on about how great it was or how great a coach I am. Although I am a coach, I'm not going to tell you how great a coach I am because that would just be weird. The link is in the description below for my coaching. Other overthrow coaches as well. There are 5 of us that you can choose from. All flavors, all personalities, all price points. They're all down there. You can click on the link and go to it. We would love to help you out with your disc golf game. But as always, thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. It means the world to me. Until next time, enjoy the journey. Here's your verse of the day.